Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, and yes, I know it's been a while, so welcome back. It's Peter Planter, and I know it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since the last time I posted a video, and I really apologize because I really haven't thought about the content of the video since I'm at home. It's new to me that I'm at home. It's not like the usual setting that I'm in the boarding house. So I really apologize for not posting a video. Should I apologize to myself or should I apologize to you guys? I don't really know. I just apologize. Anyways, so yes, ECQ, 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 E like ECQ. This ECQ is really a thing, you know. It's very boring. So today we're going to talk about how I deal with this ECQ. ECQ. Anyways, before I start talking about how I deal with stuff, I just want to say, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's Peter Planter, or just click the button right there and subscribe. And also don't forget to don't forget to click the notification bell if you want to see plant videos, if you want to see a Filipino YouTuber talking about plants. Not the usual content though, but it's plants. And yes, I'm happy if you subscribe. It will help me a lot in the future if you reach 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, shall we start? Let's start. So firstly, I would like to thank you for all the people who are supporting me in this channel, and also for those people who are still watching my videos, even though it's all about plants and it's not the usual Filipino vlogger or YouTuber content that you'd see. But yeah, here you are. Thank you for watching, and we shall get to the video. So how do I deal with this entire quarantine? It's been a month, and no, has it been a month? It's been a few weeks. Anyway, so first I actually take care of my plants more. I spend time more with my plants compared to the days that I was in the boarding house or in the dormitory. I spend more time with them. I noticed some issues that I didn't notice before. I noticed that I have to take care of this plant more. I noticed that I had mistakes on taking care of this plant. So yes, I spend more time with my plants right now compared to the usual setting or the usual routine that I have during the normal days. Next is I actually take note of the watering schedule more often. I think about how I would maintain my plants by not overwatering it, and also how not to miss the watering schedules for specific plants, because some plants might have different watering schedules compared to the other one, just like the calatheas right here. Basically, calatheas have different watering schedules than my usual plants. The philodendrons, the pothos, the other syngoniums, and other plants, because these plants right here, calatheas, tend to get more thirsty, tend to get drier in specific ways, if you would say, and also they need more water. They actually need more water compared to the philodendrons, where you just wait for other plants to like pucker a little bit, then you water them. But this one, I don't want to wait for them to get dry enough to the point where their leaf starts to yellow up. this one, if you would remember my Calathea video, so this Calathea was in my previous video about Calathea care and everything. I had troubles in my dormitory about taking care of Calatheas and all, but ever since I brought them back home here, I had lesser problems with them, lesser yellowing of tips or browning of tips and everything like that. So, third one. The third one is fertilizing. Since right now it's summer months and it's basically the growing season of plants, most of plants. So all you have to do is to feed your plants more often. If you're using chemical fertilizer or organic fertilizer, whichever is your preference, you have to feed your plants. I actually fed my plants 2 weeks ago, and now I'm gonna feed my plants. I think I'm gonna feed my plants again around in 3 months. Yeah, in 3 months. So don't forget to feed your plants because it's the growing season of plants right now, and it is the thing that they need. But of course, remember not to overwater your plants. Remember not to overfeed your plants because the minerals could burn your leaves, burn the leaves of your plant, and it's not good to look at. It's not nice to look at when your plants are having burned tips because you over fertilized it. All right. Anyways, the fertilizer that I'm using is basically the 14-14-14 fertilizer. You can buy the urea fertilizer, or you can buy the organic fertilizer, but what's more common here in Cebu is the 14-14 fertilizer, which is one of the basic fertilizers that you can find here. I don't know if other countries have better fertilizer than anything like that, so yeah. And then the next one is I check the soil regularly. So checking the soil, being more knowledgeable of the soil that I use. I know that plant owners, or if you're a beginner of taking care of plants, you don't really see the difference of using different soil mediums like peat moss with organic materials, organic matter, plus soil potting mix or whatever. I know that some of you don't really see the difference, but right now I really see the difference of those soil mediums. Like the plants that needs more drainage, I see the difference now. I know that these plants thrive better in well-draining soil. This kind of plants thrive better in water retaining soil. So those little details was able to notice during this entire ECQ, whatever is happening right now in the world. And yeah, you guys have to think about it also as well. Right now, as we all know, stores are closed, even garden centers are closed, and I have a shortage of soil right now, so I couldn't really repot my plants. So talking about repotting, that's the fifth one. No, that's the next one I'm gonna talk about. I'm not gonna count out numbers because I might lose count. I might lost. Whatever. Anyway, so for the repotting, my hair is pretty long, and I'm not complaining. Anyways, for repotting, I noticed that when I repotted the plants that I really wanted to repot, when plants aren't really ready of being repotted, they tend to stop producing leaves. For example, the billetay, I repotted the billetay to get a bigger, of course, when you repot, you want them to have a bigger pot and bigger space to grow. But I was very bored enough to actually convince myself to repot this billetay, so I repotted it and noticed that it's been like 3 weeks now since, or 2 weeks now since the last time it shot out a new leaf, and now I have to wait until the plant gets better. And when you repot plants that are not ready to repot, they would tend to stop producing leaves to produce more roots, and vice versa. Okay, so I repotted my Bilite, and also I repotted my Florida Beauty. My Florida Beauty was growing very fast before the ECQ, and then when I repotted it 2 weeks ago, it stopped producing new leaves, and I'm very sad because it's supposed to be the growing season and I'm not getting new leaves. Yeah. So what else? So we already talked about the things that I do about my plants and all. Of course, yes, I would not forget this one. Alright, so pests. Pests. So talking about insects and pests and those annoying stuff. One thing that I noticed, I have thrips. I'm encountering thrips, mealybugs, spider mites. These are the main 3 pests that I'm currently dealing with. So firstly, the thrips. Thrips are present in my Monstera deliciosa, and that's the thing that I missed. I actually missed looking at the Monstera deliciosa and just leaving out the thrips sucking out the juice of my Monstera deliciosa. That's why I was getting slow growth of my Monstera deliciosa. And I think it was a week ago or a few days ago where I noticed that I had thrips, so I started treating it with 2% 2% dishwashing soap and 1% alcohol, with the rest is water. So yes, it's working in my case, and I think that you should try it if ever you have thrips as well. And yes, don't leave your plants get infested with thrips, because thrips are very little and it's very hard to control. The next pest that I'm gonna talk about is the spider mites. Spider mites is the first pest that I actually discovered in plant hobby, and they're quite easy to manage once you get the hang of it. Well, first of all, I noticed that my alocasias are one of the the number one favorite plant of those spider mites. This alocasia though is infested with spider mites. Every single week I find spider mites, and I cannot point it out how annoying it is. It's really annoying. Like, if you think about it, you're taking care of plants, and also you watching, like, it's annoying how you take care of plants and also them taking care of your plants as well, by sucking out the energy and the juices of your plant and making it weak, while you're there just trying to make your plant alive, and they're also fighting. It's annoying. I never had my luck with alocasia so far. The only alocasia that I'm having luck with is the alocasia green shield, and the rest of the alocasias I'm not having luck. I don't know what's with alocasia and me though, but I'm not having luck with alocasia. And one thing I noticed at the backyard, I saw a freaking big colocasia that's taller than me. So I'm 5'8", and it's probably 6 foot tall. It's very large. It's flowering in the backyard, and I don't see any pests, and no one's taking care of it. It's just in the wild. And why? I am taking care of my alocasia, and it's infested with freaking spider mites. I don't get it. So yeah, pests are normal when you put your plants outside your house or inside maybe. Good thing my my calatheas are pest free so far. I'm very happy. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's it. I know this is kind of a, you know, this is how I deal with ECQ, by the way, with all the, you know, the things that you can do at home. You guys should try out taking care of your plants as well, and also finding the things that you do that you enjoy doing. Don't spend so much time in bed because it might get you fat, and we don't want that, right? We want like a healthy body while having this pandemic. Just maintain your body, guys, and I hope everyone's doing well, because it's not easy. Yes. So if ever you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's basically a plant channel for everyone's knowledge, my knowledge to your knowledge, like that. And yes, I'm Peter Planter, and I hope everyone is safe in this pandemic and stay healthy. Bye.